Welcome to Adventure Meadow. Adventure Meadow was a happy place. The sun shone bright yellow, warm light touched everything, flowers grew in many colors, butterflies with painted wings fluttered by, bees buzzed softly in the sweet air. It was a wonderful place to play. Adventure Meadow was full of joy. Everyone loved Adventure Meadow. In the middle of the meadow stood the big tree. The big tree was very old. Its leaves were green and shady. Its branches reached up to the sky. It was a wise old tree. It had seen many seasons pass. The big tree was a special meeting spot. All the friends loved the big tree. It felt safe and strong there. Leo the Lion Cub was brave and playful. Ellie the Elephant was gentle and kind. Toby the Turtle was slow and steady. Ruby the Rabbit was quick and cheerful.
Let's play a new game.
Her voice was soft and sweet. Leo's ears perked up with interest. Ruby hopped up and down, excited. Toby stretched his neck out curiously. They all gathered closer to Ellie. Ellie smiled at her friends.
God is like a big, kind bird. Psalm 91 says, "He will cover you with his feathers. Under his wings we are safe and warm."
It made them feel very peaceful.
Let's play catch a feather of kindness.
Ellie picked up a soft, fallen leaf.
Pretend these leaves are God's feathers. When you catch a feather, do something kind.
Leo thought that was a great idea. Ruby giggled, ready to catch many feathers. Toby nodded slowly, liking the gentle game, so they played the kindness game. Leo caught a big green leaf and shared his juicy red berries with everyone. Ruby caught a yellow fluttery leaf and helped Toby find a shiny, smooth pebble. Ellie caught a soft brown leaf and gave Leo a gentle, warm hug with her trunk. Toby caught a tiny, curled leaf and told everyone a happy little story. The sun began to go down. Golden light turned to soft purple. Adventure Meadow grew quieter and darker. Long shadows stretched from the trees. A cool wind started to blow gently. The flowers closed their sleepy petals. Night was coming to the meadow. The stars began to peek out one by one. It was a different kind of beautiful. Suddenly a very big shadow swooped low. It passed right over their heads. Whoosh! Went the air above them. It was Professor Hoot, the wise old owl, but in the dim light he looked very big. His shadow was long and mysterious. The friends had not expected him. They all jumped a little in surprise. Ruby the Rabbit shivered. Leo the Lion Cub tried to be brave. Toby the Turtle quickly pulled his head into his shell. Ellie the Elephant's big ears drooped down. Ellie remembered something important.
You will not fear the terror of night,
she whispered. The words were soft but strong. God is with us even when it is dark. He watches over us all the time. We do not need to be afraid of shadows or scary noises in the night. God's love is bigger than any fear. She wanted her friends to feel brave too.
Well, here goes nothing. We are not afraid.
Leo the Lion Cub took a deep breath, remembering God's strong, safe wings. With a little more courage, he puffed out his chest, ready to protect his friends.
Professor Hoot, it's us, your friends from the meadow. Please do not swoop so fast over us. You scared us a little bit in the dark.
Oh my dear little friends, I'm so sorry. I did not mean to frighten you at all. I was just so excited to see my friends. The little fireflies are starting to glow.
Professor Hoot landed softly on a low branch, his big round eyes blinking in surprise and concern. Toby the Turtle peeked his head out and Ruby the Rabbit stopped twitching her nose, realizing he was just their friend, Professor Hoot. Understanding helped the fear go away, and sometimes things aren't as scary as they first seem. Talking about it made a big difference. The friends felt safe again.
I should have called out first. I was looking for the best spot to watch the beautiful moon rise.
Professor Hoot apologized once more, explaining his search for a perfect moon-watching spot and offering to show them the fireflies. The friends listened to his gentle voice, knowing he was a kind owl who would never try to scare them. Misunderstandings can happen, even with friends.
God's shadow is a very safe place, just like Psalm 91 tells us. We can live there like in a strong fort.
Leo smiled, his mane no longer prickly. Ellie nodded, Toby blinked his wise, slow blinks, and Ruby giggled, feeling happy again. They understood what it meant to be safe with God and with friends. They all remembered the kindness game with pretend feathers. Even when scared, they could be kind. A feeling of peace settled over Adventure Meadow. The moon climbed high into the night sky, big, round, and silver, casting its gentle light over Adventure Meadow. Everything looked soft and beautiful as the fireflies began their sparkling dance, like tiny stars visiting the earth. It was truly a magical sight. The friends watched in quiet wonder, knowing nighttime in the meadow was special.
Being brave doesn't mean you're never scared. Sometimes we all feel a little afraid. Bravery means you trust even when you are scared. You trust in good things like God's love, and you trust in your friends to help you.
Professor Hoot shared his wise owl thoughts, perched on his branch, looking thoughtful. His words were like soft feathers of wisdom, and the little animals understood. Leo, Ellie, Toby, and Ruby felt happy and peaceful, having learned many good things today. Trust God because He is always there. Be kind to others, always. Be brave even when things seem scary. Help your friends, and let them help you. These were important lessons for life. They thanked Professor Hoot for his wisdom and for showing them the fireflies.
Let's always remember a special verse. It's from Psalm 91, verse 1. Whoever dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. That is God's promise to us. We can always be safe in His shadow.
Leo, Toby, and Ruby nodded in agreement, feeling safe and loved in God's care. Adventure Meadow was indeed a blessed place. The friends felt a deep sense of peace. They knew they could always rely on each other, and they knew they could always trust in God's love. The night was no longer scary. It was a time for wonder and beauty, and they were all safe and sound together.